I love olive oil. Everybody else loves chocolate chip cookies. So we're gonna make the best chocolate chip cookies and a strawberry trifle that all your friends are gonna freak out for. Mediterranean diet is one of my favorites because it is one that focuses on eating plant-based food primarily. So these cookies are my version of the Mediterranean dessert because we are substituting olive oil for butter and we're subbing out half the sugar for honey. It really helps give the cookies an awesome chew. So we're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, and half a cup of honey, because it reminds you of being in the Mediterranean, plus you get to cut down on your refined sugar. It doesn't really cream, but we're gonna let it blend for a little bit just to make sure we get rid of all the clumps in the sugar. What we want in this is for it to kind of be uniform. If we give it a few minutes, it'll kind of start to incorporate into itself. I have so much olive oil on my hands, and I just wanna like bask in it. And I'm gonna add an egg to that. Basically, we're just doing all of our wet ingredients directly into the stand mixer. Give it a mix. I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons of vanilla, but I can never be trusted with vanilla because I like it so much. Oh, it smells so good. And then we're gonna prep our dry ingredients, which are 2 cups of all-purpose flour, baking soda, just gonna help the cookies rise. And I'm using flaky sea salt, but you can use kosher salt or whatever you got going on at home. I'll give it a quick whisk just to make sure all my ingredients are nicely incorporated into each other. And we'll pour it into our wet, about 1/3 at a time. I love the texture of this dough. You wanna mix it until it's just combined. And then we're gonna add the best part. Block of chocolate. Oh man. You could use chocolate chips if you had them. I prefer the block of chocolate because I like having all the different textures inside of the cookies. This is bittersweet chocolate. You could use semi-sweet chocolate if you want to. That is such good chocolate. So dark. And this is about a cup of chocolate. Give it a final mix. It's almost like a stracciatella. Oh, look at those chunks. Yeah, boy. And then I've got this handy dandy ice cream scoop that I use to make uniform cookies. I'm gonna put 6 on each sheet and bake off 12 cookies. You've gotta put your flaky sea salt on top. To me, balancing out a sugary treat with salt is the only way to truly enjoy a chocolate chip cookie. These cookies are gonna bake for about 10 minutes at 375. And not only are we making chocolate chip cookies, we're also gonna make a strawberry trifle with Greek yogurt so you can fancy them up after you've eaten a few. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That flaky sea salt on top is doing it for me. So I'm gonna let these cool before I try them because you always wanna let your cookie sit first because it'll solidify, and we're gonna make the base to our trifle. What's the difference between a parfait and a trifle? I don't think anybody knows. But basically what it means is you have a layer of a cookie, and then you have a layer of cream, and you got a layer of fruit. And usually these are made with heavy whipping cream, but we are going to use Greek yogurt. To that we're gonna add Senor Vanilla, just a splash, a little bit of honey, and salt. Because hi, I'm Tosh and I put salt in everything. And then last but not least, the strawberries. Try to get them as red as you can. What I'll do is I'm gonna take all the tops off now. I feel like these little strawberry tombstones. Here lies Greg. So then half of these are gonna go into our food processor. Hiya, hiya. See you later, enjoy the ride. Process the yogurt and the strawberries together. Put my yogurt into this bowl. The idea is that in each bite, you're gonna get a little bit of each layer. So the strawberries are nice diced for that reason. Cookies are cool. Dang, that's good. It's got crispy edges, kind of a crispy bottom, but the top is still chewy and delicious. Mission, perfect balance of sweet and salty. A accomplished. Makes this like a very sophisticated chocolate chip cookie that's kind of different from what you're used to, which is really fun. So we got all of our friends here together. We are gathered here today on this board. I'm prepping all my layers for the trifle. Cookies can get cut up in any way that you want. I like to do them smaller so that you get more cookie bites. Because more cookie is better than less cookie. And then we build. What I'm going to do is start with cookies on the bottom, and then we're gonna do straws next. We'll do our yogurt, and then we start all over again. Cookies, followed by our fruits. Trying to get them around the edges again. Our yogurt. Then we'll finish our trifles with some cookie crumbles. If you have big pieces, you can kind of like break them up. I always like to garnish my dishes with whatever is inside of them. I'm also going to grate a little chocolate on top. I think it's a nice reminder of what's to come without being too fussy because it's an ingredient you already have. It wouldn't be a recipe of mine if it didn't end with flaky sea salt. Yeah. May I present to you your chocolate chip olive oil cookie trifle, compliments of a Mediterranean lifestyle. It's got crispy, salty, chocolatey, chewy bits from the cookies, a creamy layer of the yogurt, which has just a hint of sweet and lots of tart, and then fruit that's laced nicely within every bite. Now, if you'll excuse me, me and my trifle are gonna go move to Greece. Yes!